I mean, I got to tell you, it was the most beautiful day you could ever have. I walked out my door to my car to drive in, and I said, I said, it's my day off, and I got to go in. I said, I don't want to go in. I looked at the sky. On my way into work, as I was driving, all I did was admire the sky. My name is Gregory Giovanni.
My name is Larry Maluso. I'm retired NYPD detective.
My name is Fred Aaron. I took a day off on 9/11 because it was a Tuesday, and I normally didn't take off of work, but I forget now why I took off.
I worked in the detective squad, okay? And that was my day off.
And one of my sergeants called me up and woke me up, and I said, yeah, what's up, Jimmy? He goes, you watching TV? I says, no. He goes, I think you better watch TV. Put the TV on just in time to see the second plane hit the tower.
So you have no idea right now?
Oh, there's another one. Another plane just hit. Right. Oh my God! Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God! It's right in the middle of the building.
This one into the east.
And so I go upstairs, and the detective squad is on the second floor. And in the back room of the squad, we have like a lounge. We have a TV back there. So the first thing I did, I didn't even, when I got to the precinct, I didn't even ask anybody what was going on. I just ran in, went upstairs, went to that back room, and I looked at the TV, and I saw, the one building, the one tower that got hit. I'm going, wow. And as I'm looking at it live, that's when I saw the second plane hit.
And the police commissioner came on and said, all off-duty police personnel, please report to your commands. So we went into uniform and went down to the scene. You could see the fire and the smoke. And then driving to my command, I had the radio on, and reporters were giving it live over the radio, what was going on. And then he just said the second tower just collapsed. And I could see the smoke coming up, even from the 59th Street Bridge heading in. And the carnage was it was unbelievable. Because of all the debris, the smoke, and all of the vapors, it was horrific. It looked like a scene out of hell. They couldn't believe what was going on. But you got to adapt, and you take it from there. And my story is dwarfs in comparison with some of the guys that were down in the building site, finding all the dead firemen and police and all the victims. And I mean, I don't know how those guys deal with it. I mean, it's got to be horrific.
It was like a horror show. I mean, it was surreal. It was, I mean, 'cause all you saw was devastation. I mean, I've never been on a real movie set, but when you looked up and you saw holes, chunks of buildings like taken out, and big holes in buildings like they were bombed. I mean, it looked like I've never been in a war, but what I would imagine something like that to look like. It was surreal. It was just, we went to a pier in Manhattan. They gave us all kinds of equipment, and then we just went down, and we just got in line with everybody else, and we started digging. You at the hope that you might find somebody, but
you didn't find
no, that didn't happen. They kind of called it the bucket brigade. You had hundreds of people, literally hundreds. I mean, police officers. I'm a police officer now, but I was a correctional officer then. But you had construction workers, everybody just lined up, I mean, as far as you could see, with buckets, and just passed them. And you just kept piling stuff in the buckets and passing them to the next guy. I don't even know where they wound up.
I did most of my time in the Staten Island landfill. As a detective, we were used to find whatever forms of DNA, any identification we could. You remember little bits and pieces of everything. I mean, from finding, somebody's brooch in mud to somebody's ring, torn licenses, burnt clothing. So you would find like a half a wristwatch, crushed items in a woman's pocketbook. Trucks would come up, 18-wheelers, and dump debris from the site. Steel, unfortunately, in some of those loads were human remain. I found the scalp. Turned out later on, we found out it was a woman's scalp, ribs, a guy's foot in a sweat sock. But they were all bagged and put in bagged and tagged in buckets to go down to the ME. They were all for DNA to get people identified later on. Yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking. That never leaves you, stuff like that. You know, never leaves you. Unfortunately, you'd hear, oh, remember so-and-so, he was working in the landfill with you, or he was down here, oh, he got this kind of cancer, he got this, he got that, all different type of ailments. But unfortunately, you know, they diagnosed me with prostate cancer due to 9/11, and I had it taken care of, thank God I caught it in time. And, quite a few guys that worked the landfill with me got afflicted with the same disease. Sure, like everything else, time passes, people forget.
You know, people were running away and cops and firemen were running in.
It was hell to go through. We're all together in this, everybody.
But it's not in your makeup to run away. If you take a job like this, you're geared to run toward problems, not away from them. That's your job.